It was meant to be a farewell, not a goodbye. Just 3 weeks ago, Ozzy Osbourne stood on stage in Birmingham, his voice cracking as he thanked 42,000 fans with a trembling, "Thank you from the bottom of my heart."
I've been laid up for like 6 years. And it's so, you've got no idea how I feel. Man.
No one in the crowd knew. It would be the last time they'd ever see the Prince of Darkness alive. Now, at 76, Ozzy Osbourne has passed away, surrounded by his family, and, according to their heartbreaking statement, wrapped in love. His final concert, the emotional Back to the Beginning reunion with his Black Sabbath brothers, now feels like a goodbye letter to the world. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Elton John, the Rolling Stones, the rock universe is in mourning, and fans completely gutted.
Indescribable. Like, to be here, I didn't think I was important enough to be like a part of history, but here we are all celebrating the birthplace of heavy metal.
It is nothing short of a blessing, and I think it's the highlight of my life so far.
Following his death, Metallica posted a photo on X of the band with Osbourne, along with a broken heart emoji. Ronnie Wood of the Rolling Stones wrote, "I am so very sad to hear of the death of Ozzy Osbourne. What a lovely goodbye concert he had at Back to the Beginning in Birmingham." Black Sabbath's account on X posted a photo of Osbourne from the gig with the caption, "Ozzy Forever." Sir Elton John described his dear friend as a huge trailblazer who secured his place in the pantheon of rock gods. "He was also one of the funniest people I've ever met," the singer also wrote on Instagram. But behind the leather, the eyeliner, and the madman legend, there was always Sharon, Ozzy's fiercest protector, partner, and the love of his chaotic life. Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne can absolutely be described as an iconic couple. From the onset of their relationship, there's been nothing but drama and excitement with this rock star couple. We hope you're ready for a roller coaster of emotions because we're going to look at everything the couple has gone through in their 4 decades together. Ozzy Osbourne met Sharon Arden in 1970. At the time, the TV hostess was 18 years old. Her father, Don Arden, had been managing Black Sabbath, Ozzy's ex-band. In 1979, Don had fired the lead vocalist. During this time, Sharon and Ozzy started dating. It was also during this time that the British-American TV personality became her boyfriend's manager, and they set off to build his solo career. In 1982, the two got married. Their wedding was a lavish ceremony that took place on July 4th in Hawaii. Sharon's white lace dress and veil was complemented by Ozzy's white suit and leafy garland. Dressed in white and surrounded by picturesque scenery, the couple was the very image of pure love. And so the infamous Osbourne family came to be, and Sharon took Ozzy's last name as her own. Romantic, right? After a year of marriage, the Osbournes welcomed their first child, Amy Osbourne, born in September 1983. Their second, Kelly, was born a year later. Lastly came Jack, who was welcomed in November 1985. However, these aren't the only children in the Osbourne family. Before his union with Sharon, the Black Sabbath vocalist was married to professional English instructor, Thelma Riley. The two were married for 10 years. During their marriage, the rock star had adopted Riley's son, Elliot. They also share a daughter, Jessica, and a son, Lewis. Ozzy's relationship with the English instructor is often described as turbulent. His rock star life exposed him to a world of substance abuse. He also cheated on Riley several times. The children from his first marriage revealed that Osbourne was not a good father to them. The rocker himself admitted in the 2011 documentary film, God Bless Ozzy Osbourne, that he could not even remember Jessica's and Louis' birthdays. This is just a tiny part of the struggles that the heavy metal artist has faced over the years. Ozzy's substance abuse problems continued to plague him for years to come. In 1989, he was arrested for the attempted murder of his wife, Sharon Osbourne. Drugs had taken over the rock star's mind and had turned him into a different person. Reflecting on the experience, the Talk alum explained, "He goes to a stage where he gets that look in his eyes, the shutters were down, and I just couldn't get through to him. And he just said, 'We've come to a decision that you've got to die.' He was calm, very calm. Then suddenly he lunged across at me and just dived on me and started to choke me." Sharon had pressed a panic button that she had thankfully found during the assault. Police arrived shortly after and arrested the glam medalist. Ozzy spent 6 months in medical detention, and his wife had decided to stay married to him for the sake of their children. Speaking in the documentary The 9 Loves of Ozzy Osbourne, the music manager recalled telling her husband, "I don't want the money, but if you do this again, either I am going to kill you or you are going to kill me. And do you want that for the kids?" Bouncing back from the trauma they experienced as a family, the Osbournes released a reality TV series on MTV. The show was titled The Osbournes and featured Sharon and Ozzy alongside their children, Kelly and Jack. Amy had decided to opt out of being in a reality TV show. The eldest Osbourne daughter reasoned that she already had enough attention from having Ozzy as her father and wanted to give herself a chance to have a normal life. For the other 2 of Sharon's offspring, the reality series fast-tracked their pop culture fame. The Osbournes show aired for 4 seasons before its cancellation. It followed the daily lives of the family members, giving an inside scoop on the crazy world of the famous family.
You're the beer thief.
It exposed the drama and issues that the Osbournes experienced in their life of fame. The last episode aired in 2005 and showed the family being hosted by Dr. Phil McGraw for a family therapy session. The doctor had a frank discussion with Sharon, Ozzy, and their kids about drug abuse and the family's interpersonal relationships. Like her father, Kelly Osbourne also suffered from drug and alcohol addiction. At merely 13 years old, the youngest Osbourne daughter began buying heroin. The Osbournes alum told the Daily Mail newspaper that her addiction started when a doctor had prescribed her Vicodin for a medical issue. After getting caught with heroin at the age of 19, Kelly Osbourne was booked into rehab by her mother. Jack Osbourne also has a history of substance abuse. In October 2021, People magazine celebrated the youngest Osbourne's 18 years of sobriety. Jack told MTV News that he got hooked on to OxyContin. The prescription for Oxy was given to the media personality after he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. In the end, Ozzy's son decided the addict's life was not what he wanted and booked himself into rehab.
He likes too much alcohol, he likes too much drugs, he likes too much sex, he likes too much food, everything is too much.
Sharon Osbourne told the Sun newspaper that Ozzy often did drugs in front of their children. The 70-year-old had hoped that her children would learn from their father's mistakes, but instead followed in his footsteps. The music manager told the Daily Star, "I felt that they had seen their dad go through so much, my kids, that they won't touch it. Well, they did, and it ended badly with each of them. It did break my heart." While overcoming the family's drug problem, Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne experienced a cheating scandal in 2016. This caused the couple to separate. After going through his emails, Sharon found out that Ozzy was having an affair with celebrity hairstylist Michelle Pugh. Apparently, the rock star had cheated on Sharon around 6 times, and the music manager wasn't having it. In an episode of The Talk, the co-host confirmed that she split from her husband and kicked him out of their Beverly Hills home. A few months later, and with couples therapy, the iconic couple made up and renewed their relationship.
I said to Ozzy, if you ever do this to me again, I'm gonna cut your hair off or I'm gonna cut all your clothes.
Appearing on Good Morning America in 2016, Ozzy said, "It's just a bump in the road. Some days it's good, some days it's terrible, some days you just drift apart for a while, but you get back on the horse, you know." In 2021, the redhead left The Talk following a racial controversy involving Piers Morgan. During this time, Sharon received support from her husband. Ozzy spoke out about the incident, saying that his wife was devastated by the allegations that she made racially insensitive remarks, but she had weathered the storm. The Prince of Darkness has been struggling with a variety of medical conditions, including Parkinson's disease, neck issues, and even COVID-19. It was only in 2020 that the Black Sabbath alum told the media of his Parkinson's diagnosis. Neither one of them discussed the details of why the singer needed the surgery, but they have confirmed that Ozzy has been feeling much better since. The songwriter nearly lost his life in an ATV accident in 2003 when his quad overturned as he was riding it around his London estate. In 2019, Ozzy had surgery on his neck after a serious fall. This surgery affected his nerves. Not to mention that Parkinson's has also been putting a strain on the rock star's mobility. Speaking to Jeremy Paxman for his ITV documentary on Parkinson's disease, Sharon says, I just think of my husband, who was very energetic, loved to go out for walks, did a 2-hour show on stage every night, running around like a crazy man. Suddenly, your life just stops. Life as you knew it. Although dealing with Ozzy's health has been a struggle, the author shines a light on the positives of the situation.
He's walking better, he's talking better, his symptoms are lessening, he is building the muscle strength back that he needs after his spine surgery. Everything is starting to fall into place now.
Since his diagnosis, the Osbourne family has been getting a lot closer and spending a lot more time together.
You know, sometimes she says, I don't like you today, but I love you.
Keeping in the theme of positivity, the rock star mentions that he's been learning to live in the moment. You don't know when you're gonna wake up and you ain't gonna be able to get out of bed, Ozzy says, but you just don't think about it. The singer has been sober since 2013, and his health problems have only brought him and his wife closer together. Credit should be given to the music manager for sticking with her husband through thick and thin. It's because of her strong-willed attitude that Sharon has been able to help Ozzy get himself back on track.
I can honestly say that I've only ever had one love in my life, really. That's my wife, Sharon.
Through domestic violence, substance abuse, and cheating scandals, the businesswoman always prioritized her family. Speaking about her relationship with Ozzy on The Talk, Sharon said, "We never gave up on each other. I mean, I wasn't a saint. Ozzy wasn't a saint. I gave him as good as he gave me. We're just meant to be."